all about safety, things that I probably don't even know about. So
Yeah, we might as well get right into it, and then we'll take questions, or we'll see. Oh, we lost Joey for a second there. We'll wait till he comes back. I'll drink my pop.
I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone because my computer wouldn't boot up my camera for some reason, and then I
Oh,
was
it's funny you say that, Joey, because the last couple times when I'm a guest on your show, I have to use my phone because my computer doesn't recognize the sound, and I'm like, I'm not a computer guy. I don't know how to go through the advanced settings.
yeah. I've had since the very beginning some type of sound issues. I've changed microphones, I've changed equipment, I've changed computer, and I don't know, man. I don't get it. I got the best internet speed. I'm not in a isolated area in the heart of a city. I don't understand, man. I just don't get it. So I just
Yeah,
roll with it, man, the best I can. So
absolutely.
I was looking up a little bit about safety. I was trying to just find out what we're getting into here, and
Oh, we could actually run a short video too, but I'll
yeah,
start by doing the statement. I'll read the paper here. The Henrich Safety Pyramid, created by William Herbert Henrich in 1931. Here's a picture of the pyramid. In 19 William Herbert Henrich worked for Travelers Insurance in the 1920s and 1930s. In 1931, William Herbert Henrich reviewed over 75,000 accident reports. Henrich noticed trends in these accident reports. Henrich found that for every 300 near misses, there were 29 minor injuries and one major injury. This became known as the Henrich Safety Pyramid. By addressing small issues in the workplace, you reduce the chance of a fatal accident. By analyzing the near misses and minor injuries, you have a better chance of not reaching the top of the pyramid.
okay.
Be
That's by
major.
following these methods that he implemented in his theories of safety,
Yep, and we actually still use it today. And this was before even the founding of OSHA, and it
which is
became
the OSHA. I read up on them. They were got
yep,
1970 signed in by Richard Nixon, correct?
absolutely, yeah. I'm impressed. So basically, if you eliminate the near misses and the minor injuries, you hopefully won't have a fatality at the top of the pyramid. And like I said, they still use this. This is still in practice today from the 1930s.
So we're almost looking at 100 years they've been practicing this method. Have there been any revisions or any changes since the 1930s?
In 1961, somebody named Bird did some further studies, and we could review that on an additional stream because he really went in detail about it. But this was the founding. The founding was William in 1931.
That's amazing, man. That's a long time. I mean, you're talking 94 years now in place with very minimal changes. So this guy must have nailed it on right on the button when he invented all these scales and these pyramids and implemented the rule. And this is basically for corporations and companies with a large amount of people, right? Where this is the
Right.
most important.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's to reduce injuries. So like I said, he reviewed over 75,000 accident reports and found trends in them and came up with the pyramid.
Wow. But I got to still say the track record's pretty impressive for how many actual fatalities versus how many cases. I mean, so this was a pretty solid foundation when he started this in 31. So this guy knew what he was doing. So
I agree. I agree because there's some people, and I want to get your advice. What kind of people do you think everyone in the Dabbleverse works safe or even believes in safety?
I doubt that. I in a Dabbleverse, no, there's probably a lot of reckless people, including myself. I mean, I mean, I believe safety is very important for you should practice safety in anything in your life, just to bring the odds down of risk of putting yourself in situations. But I think we're all guilty. But the Dabbleverse is safety is the last thing on their mind. They want to talk about you know when's the next guy going to make white on their face. That's what they want to talk about. They don't want to talk
Right.
about safety.
That sounds
So
like them.
yeah, exactly. So They're a bunch of tards that all they want to talk about is making white and gossip. They don't care about actual safety. So, but
Because one person I think that doesn't agree with safety is EQ Pineapple. It's all he
uh,
does is laugh and joke and lie and steal. What do you think?
well, you talk about that guy that created TCN.
Yes,
That's the
I
original.
definitely do agree that he is the creator. He's a
Oh
mod
yeah,
on their channel. He
yeah.
knows everything about him.
He's just a mouth on a pineapple. That guy that got nothing. No, he's got nothing. And no matter what, he'll always be a coward because he don't show himself. So no matter what he projects, whatever he says, whatever his theory is, he's just a lip on a pineapple that has no basis. He's not even a human being. You understand? So he
It's
he
yep.
thinks he's being he thinks he's being funny, but I got news for him. I embrace it because if he's going to take the Catalan name, he better worry about what the Joey C has done in the past is going to come back and haunt him. And they're my accomplice at anything that I get indicted for. I promise you. I will name that channel because they are my cousins. And that's the way it is. In the court of law, I will stand up and then I will tell them everybody that's in that chat room at TCN are all accomplices. They're all Catalanos. So, and that's what I'm prepared to do. So I don't care. They want to make funny. I'm going to make funny for them. I'm going to
That's
show them what
right.
funny is.
They have
So,
no idea what you're capable of.
but they don't know. See, here's the thing. Are they willing to take a chance? To know they know that I have a past, so they're willing to risk this just for their own amusement to take a chance that if they keep the name that this can happen. I don't know. I'm just saying I have my memory's going out, so I don't remember if there's anything on the block that I might
It,
be possibly be getting in trouble for. I don't know. I done a lot of things in my past that I hope to forget about. I'm trying to be a better person, but what if there are some things out there? So they're my crew. That's all I can say. And
you
the
know,
crew goes down together. We all go down as a
it's
Rico actors together. You know what I'm saying? So
the
that's
thing
the way I look at it.
in my opinion, you really have to watch these guys from England.
Yeah,
EQ
of
Pineapple
course.
and Rochi, twins of deception, devils of deception.
Yeah.
They
Well,
just can't be serious.
at least Roach shows himself. At least you know what he looks like. At least you might not have his real name, but at least you know.
I almost wish he didn't show himself. Am I right, folks?
Yeah, he's the sight for sore eyes, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
that's beside the point. But it is what it is, man. It's like I said. I'm very interested in the safety thing, and that's why I decided to say, let me learn safety. You seem to know a lot about it. I've done a little research, and but yeah, I definitely think it's important that we have safety in
And this
all
is
areas
just
of
the
our
tip
life.
of the ice. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We could do streams on scaffold safety, ladder safety, and there's many other
Absolutely.
subjects that we can drill down on every week.
I once stood up on a dresser with a chair on top of it instead of going out and getting a ladder. And I tell you what, I come tumbling down and fell, and I was pretty banged up. You know what I'm saying? That
And
happened some years
yep,
ago. Because I was,
that
yeah,
that goes back to the Heinrich's law. If you did that 300 times, you'll be okay. It'll be a near miss 300 times. If you did it, you'll get minorly injured 29 times. And if you did it the full 300 times, you'll get one fatality. You'll get hurt really bad the last time.
yeah, yeah. Do you notice that there's a lot of cards in there that don't pay attention in your chat room? Uh, what happened to the break is the question to one of your famous chatters here in my chat room. I don't know. Do they not understand that today is April 17th, not June 1st? Because that goes to show me how dumb they really are. These are guys that have associated themselves as my co-conspirator. And the one thing is that if anything happens and I'm going to be brought before justice, and they say, well, who was your crew? And I'm going to say, well, this guy goes by this. I'm going to give all their nicknames because most mob guys have nicknames. So these guys were all going to be implemented. So I hope they carry the Catalan name well. They're doing a good job. And I hope they're proud of being part of a criminal conspiracy that they are a part of now,
They're getting in
So
over their heads, and they don't know
they
what
they
to do.
are. That's the problem. They don't understand that I can't swear if I got anything in my past that still come back and bite me in. And since they're so much in love and they're such great fans and friends, and they want to take that Catalan name, my suggestion is, all right, that's good. Now I have a bunch of co-conspirators. I have a bunch, and that's
Yeah,
great.
they're just jealous.
Well, of course we know what the real reason is. I mean, but that's okay. It's all good.
Well,
Like I said, go
if
ahead.
they had talent, they would do their own show. You know what I mean?
It's pretty sad when you got to sit there and you got to try to get monetized by stealing someone else's content and not doing anything transformative, anything. All they do is play my stuff that we work hard at, and they think it's okay to get monetized and make a living off of it. because they're too lazy. They're gonna make nothing by themselves. They don't. I mean, especially TCN. All they do is take everything, and I'm sure they copied my entire channel of 1,600 videos. But you know what? It's all good because just beware now that they're part of me, and now that they're bearing the name and they're true Catalanos, they got all the consequences of all the bad that comes with the Catalan name too. So, and I
Yeah,
got no problem giving up all their nicknames so they can be investigated. I got no problem with that. So
that's right. You can't have your cake and eat it too, folks.
that's exactly right. It's exactly right.
the bills
So
come and due. It's time to pay the bill.
because here's the thing: if something does come about, and I am going to be something from my past is going to come back that could be very serious, they won't survive unless they listen to me. And so I'm going to be happy to have a bunch of butlers and bitches in prison with me, and they will be my bitches. I promise you that. So this is going to be exciting. I'm excited, looking forward to it. So
Well, you did your time, in my opinion, for a crime that never happened, but it's time for them to be in jail.
exactly. But they want to swear how they're great fans and they love the Catalan name. So God bless them. God bless them for admitting that. God bless them for going on record with that. God bless them for all the daily things they say in the chat room. It's great. It's just wonderful. I've got a whole new leaf to treat people with respect and integrity, and they're welcome in my chat room. I will never hit that ban button again. And I just want them to know we're all family now. We're all in this together.
That's right.
So but that's the price they pay when they want to be, taking that Catalan name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy
There's
for that. So
consequences to what they do. Yep.
you think we can get a whole class of them to learn safety? We should bring them all for a safety class. I think that's the first order of business we should do.
We should. Yeah. We.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot to learn. This is serious stuff.
I agree. And here's the thing. They're right. Well, this must be the grift. This what you're going to charge for the class. We're not going to charge nothing. We're going to pay you to come to the class. So now we take the grift out of it. We'll pay you we'll get a subsidy to make sure you guys are paid for coming to school. Well, you'll do that on your own, and we won't ask you for nothing. You'll get paid for your time. So that's what we'll do. I think we'll start looking into that. So
That's right. That's a good idea.
yeah, it is a great idea. So but I hope they like. They're gonna like making certain foods that they're gonna be eating for a long time. It's I hope they get used to it because they are my brothers in everything I do from now on, and anything from my past, since they took that great name, the Catalan name, which could be a good name, it could be a bad name. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you did some good things with the name, but I don't think these
I done a
guys.
lot of good things with the name. I did. I've done a lot. So I tried, but it's just
They
unfortunate.
can't be serious.
No, it's hard to take seriousness when a pineapple and a roach and a cupcake and a guy that calls himself Kahuna, and now they're at it again, stealing my great new idea. They come out with their new show today. It's wonderful. It's wonderful how they need me. It's so wonderful how the losers can't do nothing on their own, and they gotta just they need me. They just can't function without me. So
Oh, I didn't know the losers had a new show. I didn't watch it.
a new show that came out because of the new T-shirt we put out last night, and yeah, it's the Belly Brothers. I don't know if you saw the new T-shirt, the Belly Brothers. It's
No.
two fat guys, Kahuna and Cupcake. They're doing a show as we speak right now. So check it out, the Belly Brothers. No
Oh,
problem,
okay.
guys. I was glad to help you get started on that one. No problem. No problem. We got
What do
many
they
more
call
we're gonna give them. Huh?
What do they call their channel again?
I have no idea. Something cupcake, something cup fruit or something. I don't know what the hell he calls it.
I thought it was Loserville 3000.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. Loser Bill 3000. That's a really good one. Well, I tell you what. That's why you run Catalan TV because you got all the ideas. I tell you that right now.
Thank you.
Yes. But the Belly Brothers, it's a pretty ingenious thing that we came up with, you and I. And let's hope they prosper from it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna need it for all about to happen in their life when it goes bad for them. So
They're laughing now, but they're not gonna be laughing when they're in an 8x8 cell.
it's 50,000 minimum just to retain a federal lawyer. Just remember that 50,000 minimum. So
True.
that's just a retainer. So for any case in the federal system. So but they want to be big boys. They want to play. They want to mock, and they want to willingly admit that they are all for Catalanos and they love the Catalanos. And so I got a lot of cousins I didn't know about, buddy. It's really nice to know that I got all these cousins now that that are somewhat pretty good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty good criminals. Unfortunately, I made the mistakes. I don't know what mistake I made in the past that might come back to bite us all in the ass. We'll wait to see. We'll see.
Right? Yeah, they got your last name. They're in on. They were in on it.
They're in on it, man. They're sworn Catalanos, through and through. So
They're the ones that come up with this channel. They were the brains behind the operation.
exactly. I'm just a pawn. You know what I'm saying? I do what I'm told to. You know what I'm saying? And
well, you can't help it that they drugged you and forced you to.
Well, I mean, they do declare I'm one of the dumbest people in the world, and I have no direction for anything. So of course not. Not when you guys are forcing me and leading me to be part of the Catalano crime family. And I'm sorry if I'm going down this time. I'm not doing it alone. I have to take them all with me. That's the way it's got to be. I'm sorry. I'll get a much lighter sentence, and I'll be laughing at them while I'm on the outside saying, "Hi, how are you?" I'll send you comments every once in a while, though. I promise you. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
I wouldn't send them a nickel.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. But yeah, it's everything's good, man. Like I said, I stopped taking this damn flu shot, which is probably a safety violation against my own body because I didn't take this flu shot the last couple of years. I'm picking up everything that comes in the air now, and I gotta tell my doctor that he's just go get the shots, man. Go to Walgreens, pick your medicine up, just get the shot. It don't cost us. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be going to pick up my medicines probably tomorrow. And I'm gonna just give me the flu shot. Start taking it over again. You know what I'm saying? So
they were saying, and I don't know if this is true. I read an article that they were saying usually the flu shot's effective, but they said this year it really wasn't effective.
Really, because of all the different strands of COVID. I don't. Like I said, it's not fun to pick up every strand of everything that's in the air because it's like I'm like a magnet. Everything it just started out like I said. I wasn't feeling too good when I went to sleep, but I had a really bad sore throat when I woke up. I had some hot tea. I had some honey, and you can tell my voice is deeper and it's scratchy. And now I just feel like I don't know. I feel like about 500 pounds was hanging over me because I feel like probably a fever's coming over me. And
I could tell you're different.
Yeah, I don't like to get sick, man. It sucks, man. But I've been lately. I just anything that's in the air I pick up, and I don't like it. So, and I got to get this fixed.
Yeah, definitely hope you get better.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But I was excited because I took the time last night to find out about some safety things, and I was very impressed. And of course, my favorite president of the United States signed it into law in 1970. The Occupational Safety and Health Act is what they call it, the OSHA, signed into law in 1970 by one great president, Richard Tricky Dick Nixon, establishing the framework of workplace safety rules in the U.S. OSHA created the agency at the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, to ensure safe and healthy working conditions to all workers, including union workers.
Yep. I'm impressed. Yep.
Thank you.
That's 100% right. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, I have to, if I'm going to listen to what you know about safety and I'm going to learn, I might as well have some kind of education to show you some respect. You know what I'm saying? What would I be like coming on here and saying, "Oh, what the hell are you talking about?" So,
right. Yeah, it's interesting.
But this is how friends treat each other. True friends treat each other the right way with respect. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. Some of the other people in the Devilverse wouldn't know anything about that.
No, they wouldn't. They definitely don't know about respect. That's for sure.
They try to tear apart, friendships. They're jealous.
Exactly. What has been going on otherwise, man? Yeah, I like to just, let's put together some stuff that we're going to cover. Send me some things you'd like me to learn that I can research because I think this is going to help a lot of people in the long run. I think our safety thing is going to help a lot of people.
Definitely,
At least
I agree.
them better. So.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I appreciate that, Joey.
No problem, man. Hey, listen, you take the time out for us, we take the time out for you. Doesn't matter.
Hope you're feeling better because you got that show tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, I guess Spider just decided to do a show tonight at 10 o'clock. So him and Mrs. C are doing a show in the web with Spider. I just got done setting that up. So that'll be 10 o'clock tonight as well. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, I just seen that. I made sure I hit the notification.
Yeah, so I don't know what time. At the last, he just decided he wanted to do it. I don't know, but we'll see. He asked me to put it up on EV Muck, so that's where our platform, and I got it all set up for him. I didn't have none of his intros, but the one that I got that we had. So he didn't send me none of that stuff. A good thing I had all his thumbnails, so I put his thumbnail up. But we'll see. He'll have to go with the intro we got in there. So unless he's going to get it in there and set it up, because I don't have copies to the ones that he had enforced in Streamyard. I told him he could still use Streamyard. It's just we not paying that platform no more. He still can use it because you're allowed 20 hours a month for free.
Yeah, the free is nothing wrong with the free StreamYard. Yeah,
right, exactly. But he wanted to do it the EV month, so I'll have to be producing tonight and do the best I can. As long as I can make it through the rest of the day. So it's 6:30.
yeah. Well, yeah. I'll let you get going here because I know you're sick and
yeah.
um.
When would you like to do another? I think Thursdays or Saturdays is the best days for me. I think we should do an hour show here once a week, and this is kind
All
of
right.
like an introduction to what we're going to do. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, you're leading this. That's what I'm willing to put into the time for it. I got about an hour for the show to do. So you just tell me what day, and let's get some consistency with it, and do it at a
Right.
steady time, and get at least
Yeah,
an hour in.
We could shoot for next Thursday at 6 again if you want. Yeah.
That sounds good. Thursday at 6 p.m. Safety number two. And next week will actually be, even though it's safety number 2, we'll actually, I think maybe we'll take some Q&As and we'll ask some questions if they, and to see if they got the right answers. To start seeing how knowledgeable the fans are, and then you could, with what your knowledge is, you could start giving safety tips, and we can roll from there. I think this is a good start. So look
I
forward to
like
that
that.
for next Thursday. So that'll be good.
This is probably you got a super chat here. Escher1, Joey C. And
Oh, my
Clearwater.
boy! Hey, what the? He's a former professional baseball player. That's a good friend, a good
Oh,
man,
okay.
and I appreciate that, Jay. Sure, appreciate that very much. Keep doing your thing, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Jay. Sure, I appreciate that very much. He's a good friend. The man
Oh,
is
that's great.
yeah. He's thank you, Jay. Sure, I appreciate that, man. It's been a long time. I haven't talked to you in a while. So, but yeah, we know. Like I said, I don't know. I know that you are you are the next big thing in the Dabbleverse. I think for you, because of all your impressions and the great things you do. I know people are going to be lining up. People fail to remember. I discovered you,
That's right.
and I had you on immediately when I first saw you come into life, and they all, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? And you have done a remarkable job, and I know your brother participates in a lot of things with you. He gave you encouragement, and I told everybody, I said, this guy's going to be a star. I'm telling you, you gotta
Thanks,
you
Joey.
gotta
You
get
really
into him.
supported.
No, I have been, because I saw something that some people didn't see at first, but I think you're going to be the next thing in the Dabbleverse, and
Look, thanks.
yeah,
Looking
no
back, it
problem.
really was a bridge because if you didn't have me on your show, I wouldn't have been able to get on the other shows. So I
Yeah,
definitely.
and I reached out to Shuli. I remember that week for you, and everything came in together, and you got a lot more. But you got so much more that I know. As a fan of yours, I'm going to enjoy what you got coming up in the future. So
I love
you know,
doing it. I don't like to push it. I just do it when it comes naturally. But I appreciate
and I'm
that.
such a fan. I got the same shirt as you.
Nice.
And you remember we wore them together at a show once.
Yeah.
So
That's
this is awesome, man. This is awesome. So next Thursday, people tune in to Clearwater Chad and Joey C with actual safety show number 2, but the actual number 1 show of where we'll take Q&As and see what you know about safety. Well, Chris, why don't you just look into it a little bit more and see, maybe that'll change about OSHA if they suck or not. I think it's very important for people to understand safety. I mean, look at, if the thing implemented in 1931 that's been around for 94 years has saved a lot of lives, you got to think that someone knows what they're talking about. So, and obviously the president of the United States believed in the law, and he put it into law in 1970. So you
I
got to
agree
think
with
about
Joey.
that. You got to
Right.
think about that. Oh, anything else you want to add, Chad?
No, just thank you very much, Joey. This was a great show. Appreciate you coming on even though you were sick.
No, I wouldn't miss it for the world, man. I told my wife, she goes, you got your show? I go, with Chad? I go, yeah. I go, I don't think we're going to be doing too long today. I go, but I got to go. I'm committed to this. And, it's like I missed with Poe and being with Poe. And I know he had some personal things he had to take care of. And kind of went off air for now because he's involved in so many organizations that he's doing and helping. He got so overwhelmed that hopefully someday the three of us will be together on that. That'll be. I enjoyed that. So
Yep. Yeah. Same here. Those were great.
yeah, they were great, man. All right. Well, that's
All
all
right.
I got to add.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll have a great night.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next Thursday at 6 o'clock. Don't forget to do it in the night to In the Web with Spark.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.